What's poppin' YouTube? Welcome back to the channel. Zach Lesage here. Today we're going to be going over another Astral Radiance deck profile, and I promise I'm not going to try to go to Palkia every second video, but we have a new version of Palkia that just came out this past weekend, and that is Turbo Palkia. So a lot of top Australian players play this to the Melbourne Regional Championships, and they took the engine that won the Late Night Series 320 player event with Dialga, applied it to Palkia, and somehow made this new archetype that's amazing. This deck is really punchy, quick, aggressive, with Mysterious Tail being the forefront of all of it to grab item cards. You're going to go Crobat, attach energies, boss's orders, Palkia, all that kind of stuff, and you're really just able to wipe the board out before your opponent has a chance. It doesn't always work out like that, games. Turbo decks can flop a little bit, but it is a really cool deck overall. So we're going to be going into this deck, diving into it, but shout out to that crew. Christian has Bonnie, Kaiwin Kwan, a whole bunch of other players as well, so credit goes to them for this deck. That being said, the list is available in the description. Give this video a thumbs up, subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. Give that video a like, give that video a subscribe, give that video a comment, all that good stuff. You know what I'm saying? I'm just trying to get through there. If you are trying to pick up any of these cards in real life, you can go to atlastcg.com, plug in code ZLesage8. My code now works site-wide, so check that out, see exactly what is going on. And also, you can pick up the cards online. Go to PTCGO Store.com, plug in code ZLesage5 to save 5%. Both those codes really help support me as a content creator, so hit them up for real, for real, for real. Let's jump into that deck list. Let's get it. You are now watching Zach Lesage, the best place to learn about competitive Pokemon TCG. Let's the Turbo Palkia list, and it looks a lot different than what we'd expect from a Palkia list. There's no Intelli online. There's not really any anything. It's more Palkia. So we're going to be using Palkia and its Subspace Swell attack, doing 60 plus for 20 for each bench Pokemon that you have. Both yours and your opponent. So we max out at 260 damage, but our goal here is to be knocking out the little things on the bench. The Origin Form Palkia Vs, the Genesect Vs, Crobat V, Lumineon V. That brings our overall threshold needed a lot down, and we have ways that we could even do more damage, like with Choice Belt and Zigzagoon, and I mean, we could bench a full bench ourselves. Star Portal is basically the star of the show, and it allows us to either power up another Origin Form Palkia V-Star, so we don't necessarily need all these things that made the Dialga deck a little bit clunky. That deck needed 5 energies to use Star Chronos V-Star. We can attack for 2 energies, and we have Melony, and we can accelerate energies and attach, and just use Star Portal. We have different attackers because we can power them up really quickly if your opponent gets rowdy with a bunch of energies in play. We can use Energy Spiral. Swift gets through things like Miltank. Not the best thing to get through Miltank, but it does get through Miltank. And we have Suicune V as well, that we can kind of pop off out of nowhere. We don't even need to evolve into any other Pokemon. We can also attack with Radiant Greninja. So one cool thing that you could do is knock out a couple Sobbles as early as turn 2, because you could get out of that Star Portal and maybe just ruin your opponent's things. So the way that we want to start off the game is with Mew's Mysterious Tail, searching for stuff. You could always go Mew, Scoop Up Net into another Mew, play that Mew down, Scoop Up Net, use that other Mew again. So once it hits your hand, it is a new Pokemon. I do want to let you know that. So you can reuse Mysterious Tail on the same Mew, but it's only after you Scoop Up Net to refresh it. We have the 4 Scoop Up Nets, we have 2 Air Balloons. We also have Crobat to draw cards, we have Radiant Greninja to draw cards, we have Lumineon to search for supporters if necessary. We could go Boss. We have 4 Boss. Again, we're very punchy. We're very aggressive. We have Diancie. If we miss ever, we could hide behind something. So you could manually build up a Palkia V. And I'm saying Palkia V, not V-Star, because this only works on basic Pokemon. Your opponent can't boss up your evolution. They can't boss up your basic Pokemon or anything else like that. And of course we got Trekking Shoes and Hisuian Heavy Ball and a couple of the new things, but we're basically just trying to pitch everything down, draw a bunch of cards, and attack with Palkia or one of our other attackers as quickly as possible. If your opponent has a lone basic Pokemon out, depending on the situation, you could attack with either Starmie V or Suicune V turn 1 and get an easy dub. That being said, I know that there's a lot of stuff going on, and this not necessarily make the most sense as I'm explaining it, so we will be doing some gameplay, playing 1 to 2 games. These games end pretty quick, so we'll show you how vicious this deck can be. So our opponent's going to be calling the coin flip here. We won the coin flip, and we're going to see exactly what's going on. Playing against Blastobro, got to show some love here. Would I like to go first? Yes, we want to go first, and let's hope we get a playable hand here. Be amazing if we could. I mean, I think we just start off here with the Mew, so we have access to Mysterious Tail. And we'll see how it plays. As long as we get out a Palkia this turn, I'm feeling fine. And we're going to be playing against Flying Pikachu V. Definitely something we don't want to see. Lightning type attackers are going to be around because Palkia is seeing a lot of success. But let's see what Trekking Shoes brings us. No, we don't want to put that into our hands. Ultra Ball gets us there. Let's go Ultra Ball. We're probably not going to be using these in this matchup. We just want to be knocking out the Flying Pikachu Vs before it even gets set up. So we can kind of go through here, patrol our prize cards. Nothing crazy going on. Nothing crazy. And we're just going to go with Palkia V. Let's go this. Let's go Energy. Let's go Choice Belt. Let's go Crobat. And we're able to draw a bunch of cards. It's not about how we're able to win the matchup or not. It's if we're able to... Yeah, we'll keep... Would you like to put this in your hand? Yes. I'm also going to go with the Hisuian Heavy Ball, just grabbing out this other Mew that we know that we had there. So now we can go ahead here and use our other Trekking Shoes. Yes, we will put this into our hands. So now we have our double Palkia, we have our double Mew. We want to save a space for something else. So before we bench this, we just want to go with Mysterious Tail. Scoop Up Net's probably fine, but I think we want to go with Ultra Ball just to be able to find the Palkia VSTAR. We're going to go like this. Put that down, and we're just going to be able to kind of go back and forth on our Mews like roller skates here. So I think I want to go with Trekking Shoes. The only reason why I want to go with Trekking Shoes is because I want to be able to try to get into a Water Energy. That is the Water Energy that I'm looking for. I think I want to discard it, though, because we have access to Melony. Would you like to put this card in your hand? No. So, oh, I was like, why did I get that? I forgot that Trekking Shoes gets another card sometimes. And we've gone through 4 Trekking Shoes. We're going to pass our turn. This Flying Pikachu V is looking like a snack. We're one basic Pokemon away from Palkia VSTAR hitting for 190. So even, like, I think no matter what, I think we're in a really good spot. We're going to discard the Crobat, and you can see that they might just not have too much going on here. We can always get more bench Pokemon down and see exactly how things go. Now, if they're able to get out a Flying Pikachu V, another one, that's where things can get a little bit spooky for us. So just keep in mind that they could just be pure lightning deck, whatever. Oh, and they're playing Arceus. Cool. So as long as we take care of this one, I think we're all right. The boss's orders on it's going to be hot. It does have free retreat. It's kind of hilarious that this card's actually good. So it evolves into a VMAX that basically goes 160 times 2 to the Palkia VSTAR, which is a knockout, 320 damage, even if they have a big charm on it. Big charm is definitely the word that we're looking for. They're putting down enough Pokemon that if they just get down one of these at a time, we might just be able to go boss game, right? And that's really where our goal is going to be here. I do think we want to take care of this first, and the reason why I want to say this first is because they can always go Raihan. So Raihan's something that we got to watch out for. Oh, they're just going to go Trinity Charge right away. Gotcha. So that's going to power up the Flying Pikachu V. So we do need to find Water Energy in some capacity. So maybe discarding it would have been like a little bit of an L, but we'll see. There's our Palkia VSTAR, so that definitely helps set a lot. Let's go ahead here and Mysterious Tail first. We can go Quick Ball, and Quick Ball could get out a Pumpkaboo. So I think what I want to do is go Quick Ball because I know we have Pumpkaboo in the deck. So let's go ahead and do that. Now, before we go and do anything else here, I know that we're not playing the Melony, so let's go ahead here and, I don't know which one I want to grab. Let's go this Mew first and give ourselves a little bit more space. Doing some quick math, we were also going to evolve this one. In terms of sequencing, we'd wait till the end of the turn. I'm just trying to get out all our strategy in here. We could always go Subspace Swell or Star Portal and get the knockout there. So right now we're doing 60, 90, plus 2 of our bench Pokemon, which is going to be, so 60, 80, 100, 160, 190. So we were already doing enough damage to get the knockout there. So let's bring up the Flying Pikachu. We'll definitely take care of that. The Collapse Stadium can be a little bit annoying, but I think I'm okay with it. I don't really care about this other Scoop Up Net either. So what I'm going to do here is actually just go Scoop Up, Ultra Ball away, this and this. And I'm going to search my deck for Crobat. That's definitely the big one that I want to grab here. And then I'm just going to take away the Scoop Up Net and search for Pumpkaboo. Pumpkaboo is going to make sure that we're able to get the Collapse Stadium out of the way so that we have access to more things. So now we're going to go Crobat, and we're just going to try to manually get an energy so that we have access to our Subspace Swell for other purposes. So we're going to go like that. In case they play Path to the Peak, and I'm really unsure of what our opponent plays, I do want to... I want to go with Mysterious Tail first. I'd really like to get Capacious here. I think what I'm going to do is just end up getting this. We're going to go Ultra Ball. We could still just get those two back. I'm going to do that. Just go for it. There's our Palkia VSTAR. So we're fully set up here. You can see that, like, we're chilling. We have access to Lumineon. I could even go Star Portal if necessary. So Star Portal, 1, 2, 3. I don't see a reason why not to grab the energies there. So 1, 2. I'm probably just going to put this on this Palkia VSTAR. And the reason why is because this Palkia VSTAR might retreat into the other one. So we're chilling. We're getting the big knockouts. There's their Flying Pikachu V. We're gobbling this Pokemon up, and we're going to start drawing some of our prize cards. You can see with us having Boss Prize, it's absolutely amazing because then we can start eating little things like Crobat on our opponent's bench. So we only need to knock out 2 more 2 prize card Pokemon. The deck at its core is trying to knock out 3 2 prize card Pokemon. So we see this Arceus, and that could be a snack. We see this Crobat, that could be a snack. If our opponent goes for another Flying Pikachu V, that could be a snack. So we are in a position where we could even retreat into Mew, maybe get a Quick Ball, go for Lumineon. We really might be going for that play. Depending on what our opponent puts down as well, we got to look into other ways that might be opportunistic for us. And of course, we still have our top decks, because right now we are hitting for 260 minus 60 is 200, 230. We could bring that to 250. Depending on what they put down in play, we might be able to get some easy knockouts here. Best case scenario is that we knock out Arceus V and knock out Crobat V, and we don't need to worry. They might play Crobat VMAX. I'm honestly not sure about that. It could be a lot of different things, right? And I mean, another best case scenario is that they just put down Palkia V, or not Palkia V, I have Palkia V's in my deck, that they put down a Flying Pikachu V, and then we're just able to get a knockout on that Pokemon. So we'll see what their Starbirth brought us. Oh, so they do have the Crobat VMAX. Ah, I see. And the Path to the Peak is going to hurt us a lot, so that takes away our Lumineon play. That's fine, we could definitely knock out this or attack into this Pokemon. I'm about it. We're not getting a knockout, but we're doing alright. Because our opponent still has to take 6 prize cards. That's probably the biggest thing. They have to take 6 prize cards. We don't have Echoing Horn or anything cool like that in this deck, but we'll see how the Path to the Peak goes. I mean, we could always go Scoop Up Net into the Pumpkaboo as well and get around things. So maybe we will go Scoop Up Net into Pumpkaboo. I think like what I'm going to do here is retreat, see what we get off this first. Mysterious Tail. We did get Quick Ball. Quick Ball to me sounds like a pretty great choice. We do have Scoop Up Net there as well. They do have a lot of energies. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I don't think they have any way to really snipe us either. So what I'm going to be doing here is actually just Scoop Up Netting this. I think what I want to do is Scoop Up Net the Mew. That sounds like the best play. And maybe I'm just going to attack here. I mean, we could do a lot of other things, but I want to just, like, keep it kind of chill. There's our Water Energy, and we're just going to attack with Subspace Swell. They might go for Charon's Care or something like that, but we had no way to getting the knockout there. We didn't really have a way to getting a knockout to the Arceus V. I mean, we could have just gone Scoop Up Net. I mean, we didn't even have the Quick Ball, so we're kind of hitting that mid-game funk. Oh, they do have Charon's Care. Okay, so if we're hitting a Charon's Care, we're probably in a really bad spot. I think we're past the point of where this game is winnable, and that's fine. We had a Lightning deck. We had a deck that evolved their Pokemon correctly. They didn't have to put down other 2 prize card Pokemon, And we're just in a little bit of a difficult spot. I don't even think we're losing this game necessarily. We just got Path to the Peak locked mid-game with a dead hands. And that can totally happen. I mean, if we top deck a Melony, we could be good there. If we attack, like, sometimes you'll just play against an Arceus deck. They go full power with their Trinity Nova. You just go Starmie V. Obviously, our opponent here is playing around that. So that's something for us to note as well. As Palkia becomes more and more known in its turbo form, players will know how to play against it. So we do have a Lumineon there. Cool, whatever. We're just going to go ahead here and attack with Subspace Swell. Again, our opponent still has a couple turns left, and we've already made use out of these Palkias. We cannot deny the fact that we've made use out of these Palkias yet. So, if our opponent goes ahead and just like, you want to know what, we're going to retreat, there's another Trinity Nova, we're still up 2 prize cards when it comes down to it. And they don't have anything else, so they can attack with 70 plus. So, I mean, maybe we're okay. We'll see. We'll see. I think what I want to do is go Quick Ball here and maybe just build up another attacker if we have an opportunity to. I'm going to go Starmie just so our opponent doesn't get out of hand with these energies. So let's go Starmie, let's attach an energy there, and let's go ahead and Subspace Swell. We're really just trying to figure out what our opponent's going to be doing this turn. I don't know if they're going to be dropping a Zorora and something else. I don't know if they're going to go ahead and Trinity Nova. I don't know why they sent that up. They had free retreat with the barrel. Maybe they're going to play an escape rope. So they might be able to just get a Choice Belt and maybe we lose this game. It's very possible. We've hit a really awkward spot, and maybe they'll just go Max Cut or knock us out. That's fine with us. Whatever. It totally happens. I don't know how many Choice Belts our opponent plays. They haven't really gone through any. I'm assuming they play some, and the fact that they just Raihan tells me that they probably have some. I think they're just going to go Max Cutter here, and I think they'll be able to go Boss's Orders Max Cutter onto the Crobats. There's really nothing that we can do here except try to two-shot them, so we just got a little bit of a rough go. That's fine. We're going to just attack our opponent here. Maybe they don't have anything, and we're just able to go ahead and Energy Spiral, Boss Energy Spiral. So they win the game with either Choice Belt or they win the game with Crobat. But even when you get to these rough positions, we are one attack from winning the game. So totally take those. Shout out to our opponent for the awesome game. Sometimes it happens like that, but this deck is very much aggressive otherwise. So I lost the coin flip. We want to be able to go first when it comes to this deck, but our hand's okay-ish here. A lot of it depends on what we get off of this Mew, and I think that's just something that we go over here with here. We'll see what they started with. They started with a Sobble. So as long as they're not able to target down our Palkia very quickly, we do have opportunities that could be very good here. Oh, they're just going to go Path to the Peak right away. The path is going to be a little bit difficult for us to deal with, so what we're going to start off here is actually thinning our deck with Capacious Bucket. This deck is relatively simple to play, but this is kind of what I was talking about. We do have opportunities to go with a Suicune and get a quick knockout against what I think is going to be a Palkia deck. I could be wrong. I think that's probably Palkia deck. So we're going to thin out there. Now, we could go something like Pumpkaboo and see exactly whatever we have going on. We could also just go ahead and go Melony and get that portion out there. So, I mean, maybe going with Melony sounds a little bit better because we could draw some more cards. So, you want to know what? I think I'm going to start off with that. Again, we're just trying to draw cards, and we're trying to reduce the amount of cards that were in the deck that are non-item cards, because if we get a Quick Ball, we pretty much win the game. So let's just go Suicune here. We're going to put Suicune down, and then we could draw some cards with the Melony there. So we did get a Scoop Up Net. We are basically a Quick Ball away from winning this game. So let's go ahead and go Mysterious Tail. There's a Quick Ball. So you can see that we're able to get out the Pumpkaboo. The Pumpkaboo, I mean, we don't even need the Pumpkaboo, to be honest. We just literally have Scoop Up Net to win the game. But if we wanted to draw a little bit more cards or anything else like that, we could definitely just go Pumpkaboo here. Pumpkaboo, we can put this down, take care of their Path to the Peak, so that we can use abilities. So you can kind of chain things off in a little bit more. We could Scoop Up Net this Mew, send this up. We could even use Fleet-Footed. And you can see how it could just continue on, like, even if we're able to get, like, something else. But sometimes you don't even need to be a Palkia deck. You're just able to win as a Suicune V deck. This is turn 1. We just benched out our opponent doing 60 damage. And that's what we got going on for this deck. I mean, Palkia VSTAR has been absolutely tearing things up. Definitely one of the best, if not the best VSTAR that we have in the game, and it's definitely a huge threat in our Astral Radiance metagame. That being said, if you haven't picked up Palkia VSTARs, they are a bit on the hefty side. They are a card that you could get from Atlas TCG. Go to atlastcg.com, plug in code ZELASAGE8 to save 8% off your order site-wide. Even if you want to pick up some magic cards, anything else like that. I mean, some of us play multiple card games, all right? And if you want to pick up some PTCGO codes, you go to PTCGO Store.com, plug in code ZELASAGE5 to save 5% on your next order. So I would really appreciate if all y'all could do that to support this channel, pick up some cool cards in the process. And beyond that, we'll see how it goes. I mean, I think we have a few turbo decks that I'm covering this week, and then a bunch of cool things as we get prepared. Might be a little bit light as I get between Milwaukee and Columbus, but I'm setting up my MacBook to be able to record and edit videos this week, so that's going to be my goal. That being said, I'll catch up with all y'all later. Thank you so much for watching this video. Again, hit that like button, subscribe, put on the notifications bell, and just even say hi in the comments. Let's spark a discussion otherwise. I'll catch up with all y'all later. Peace out and have a great one. If you're looking for a great deal on some physical Pokemon TCG cards, you can head over to atlascollectibles.com or atlastcg.com. Type in whatever cards you're looking for. So Arceus VSTAR is absolutely hot right now. Let's search up Arceus VSTAR. You can see they have a great selection of cards, and it's continuously getting new stock all the time. And we can add these to our cart. You can see I already added one to my cart. So when you're going to check out, you can use code ZELASAGE8. Use that code, and you can save off your order. That was $4.80 of savings just off of an Arceus VSTAR. It's all in Canadian pricing, and they do shipping across the world. So by all means, check out atlastcg.com, atlascollectibles.com, and use code ZELASAGE8 to save on your next order of physical Pokemon TCG cards. Check out PTCGO Store.com, the best place to get Pokemon TCG online codes. There's a lot of selection available, and I have a discount code available for the website as well. You can pick up any kind of cards, just going up here. You can add them to your cart in any quantity that you need to get the cards that you need. And you can go to the discount code right over here, and you can put in code ZELASAGE5 to save 5% on your next order of codes. Are you trying to get better at Pokemon TCG? Well, if you are, you're in the right place. I offer coaching at metafy.gg/@ZachLasage. That link is in the description, and you pick up a coaching session from me and book it on the website. I likely have availability this week, and you can see exactly what my availability calendar is at any given time. I offer training plans to help players get ready for any of their upcoming events, including getting all the way to the World Championships, or you can pick up a one-on-one coaching session from me and learn the game at your own pace. I offer a variety of opportunities for players to get better at the game, and it's one of those things where there's a lot of players who I've turned into regional, international, and even a world champion along the way. If there's anything that shows, I have an FAQ on the website, so by all means, check it out and get better today. I'd love to help you on your Pokemon journey and be absolutely amazing to see your growth. I truly appreciate you taking the time out of your day to watch this video. It means the world to me. And my goal with this channel is to spread my love of the game and knowledge with our entire Pokemon TCG community. If you haven't already, help signal boost this video to other Pokemon TCG fans by liking it, sharing it with your friends, and subscribing to the channel. Hopefully we reach our goals really soon. Check out this recommended video, and have yourself a great day. Thanks.